Let's take a look at what has shaped the experience of Gen Z. Why are they different from some other generations? Well, for some of them, they experienced 9/11. For others, they have appropriated memories of it because they've seen so much and heard so much about it. But most of their lives have been shaped by the US being in some sort of war on terror and involved in some sort of something overseas. They lived through a lot of global financial crisis. They're also extremely global. When I was interviewing Gen Zers for my dissertation, I interviewed students from multiple countries. And one of the things that I discovered was how strong of a connection Gen Zers from different countries had with each other because of their technological connection. They identified more sometimes with a Gen Zer from a different country than they did with their own family who was from the same culture, and just realizing how extreme like their experience of connection has been and how different from previous generations. There's also a very strong growth of Gen Z being multiracial. So California has already become the first state to become a majority minority state where the majority of people are not white. And that's continuing to happen in a lot of more urban centers throughout the United States. There's a lot of gender fluidity. So being a little less this or this, more spectrum, more openness, and then very, very involved when it comes to activism and protests. That's a defining characteristic of Gen Z. They are out there, they are letting their opinions and their voices be heard. Gen Z has very much been shaped and impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. We all lived through it. We know what it was like. However, for me, living through COVID in my late 30s was very different than the experience would have been for somebody who was 14 years old because of where they are developmentally. They missed out on some really key milestones that impacted them differently, and we have yet to see how that will continue to influence and shape Gen Z.